Hey there, Wendy here with Jazzydoodledesigns, and today we're going to do the third day of our Advent calendar. So I'm not exactly sure what this is. I'm assuming it's like a tree bough with some ribbon on it, so that's how I'm going to color it. But let's get started. Okay, let's get started. I am going to start. I thought I had all my cards. There it is. Okay. So I am going to use this espresso just ever so little in the darkest areas here. So right up here where our ribbon meets the branch there, and just where there'd be a little shadow there. So I am just doing this because it will deepen up that green. And you don't want to overdo it because we don't want, gray or brown or however you classify this, branches. But I just want deep shadows there. So just ever so slightly, kind of little baby flicks. Okay. Then we're going to go in with our darkest green, which is our Prussian green. Make sure I'm on camera. Okay. It's always a thing. And I'm just doing little tiny flicking motions. And you want it to go, like all of these are going to go this way. Okay. You want to make sure your pencil is good and sharpened because this is a very small image. We want to leave room for our other colors. So I'm using the same greens that we used yesterday, but I'm omitting the, what was it, the sap green? The middle, one of the middle colors, because it's just such a small amount of space to try and fit 4 pencils worth of color in. You know, how do you do that, right? But I want to make sure I'm coloring all of that espresso because I want dark green, not dark gray. So I'm making a little, kind of a little line and then flicking out. Now you could color the gold first because then you could make little green flicking motions kind of over the ribbon, and we might go back and add some of that. We'll see. Okay, next up is our Kelly green, and these I guess go this way, but all the rest are going this way. Okay, don't be like me. We don't have to press hard, she says to herself. But I am using kind of, obviously, that was a very pointy pencil, but still, I'm not whisper touching it either. Because, you know, I'm an impatient girl. You know that about me, right? If you're new to the channel, you'll learn. It's kind of a running theme in my channel. We've got to embrace the good and bad about ourselves, right? And work with it, not against it. But I am always challenging myself to work a little lighter. I think your work turns out better if you do so. Use your floofer. get those crumbs off there. Okay, so pale sage is our last color. We're just going to come in and fill out the rest of it. If you want to use all 4 colors, feel free. I kind of like that this is going to give it a little bit different look than this one without being completely different. It'll still look, I think, cohesive without being exacty, samey. But if you want samey, there's nothing wrong with that either. So, how do they say? You do you, boo. Okay. I just want these pages to be simple and fun, easy, no stress, right? Just a little daily coloring that we can sit down and easily do. Now I'm going to come back in with my darkest color and kind of just add in a few flicks here and there in this light. Felt like I had a little too much light there. And I like the kind of branch look that you get from doing this, right? But if we did it at the beginning, when we used our pale sage, it would have blended all of the flicks out. So we want these flicks on the top. And don't be afraid to do a few, like, kind of over the line art. I wouldn't get crazy with it, but it just kind of makes it a little branchier, right? A little shaggier. But like I said, I'm just barely going over. I'm not going wild with it. But just a stray one here or there. It also kind of helps cover up the line work a little bit. What do you think? Kind of liking that. A few here. All right. So next up with our gold, I debated on what to do here, how shiny I wanted to make it. So I'm going to show you both. So when you do gold, if you leave a little white, so we're going to come in here and I'm going to leave a band of white right there, right? I'm going to do it all the way around because I can always fill in the white. But you can't, the only way you can add the white is with like a Posca pen, which you can do. But the white makes this ribbon look shiny. When you have a big contrast, and you'll see what I mean here in a second, it will make it look shiny. So I just added my cream here. And then now I'm going to add just a touch of sand because that's pretty pale. And I want this ribbon to be a little more golden. See how I'm leaving the little white band there? Okay, now we are going to use green ochre, and what you want to do is you want to go right up next to the white, and you're just going to put in a little bit, just on one side. right up next to that white. Okay. Next, I'm going to take my artichoke and I'm going to go in and I'm going to blend my dark here into the sand. Just a little bit. You don't want to extend it all the way back, and I might add just a little to the inside here. We're just kind of smoothing that out a little bit. Careful not to get rid of your white. Okay, see how that's kind of shiny? Okay, I'm going to go back in with my sand. Just kind of blend a little bit. Okay, now if you like this, if you like it really shiny, you can even go in even darker with like espresso or a sepia, dark brown, or a black. And you can add just a little bit more darkness here. And you will get even more contrast and make it even more shiny. Okay, since I did that, I better do it to all of them. Okay, now if you like this look, you can call it good. You can blend, we can kind of blend this side out a little more. You want to smooth it kind of out a little bit. You know what I mean, like fix up your little awkwardnesses. Okay, the other thing you can do at this point is, I personally, just like with the berries, I didn't really want this to be shiny. And so I am going to just use my cream and kind of very lightly, I don't want to eliminate the difference there completely. But to me, it still reads gold. And I'm going to put a little bit of sand here on this side, just to really emphasize that I do have a highlight there. Now, if you like the shinier look, you can even add like a white Posca would make it very shiny. But at this point, I'm happy with it. Just blending a little bit with the artichoke. I just don't want, I kind of had a couple of little like blobs of color, which I didn't really want. Okay. And that's today's. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching another video from Jazzydoodledesigns. If you enjoy adult coloring content, please consider subscribing. You can now find me on Instagram and Facebook as well. I welcome all comments and suggestions. Don't forget to like the video before you go. And until next time, take care.